I see. I have deployed the smooth jazz. This is another Sly Cooper stream. I used Mouse PI for the start of this because I'm too lazy to download Sly Cooper's soundtrack and add Mouse PIs. We'll be starting in like 2 minutes. I think we were doing a swamp last time. I don't know. I think that's World 3. I think there's 5 worlds. So there's like 1 full world left. I mean, to be fair, Mouse PI has an amazing soundtrack, so that's not fair. Like, even compared to other games I absolutely love, like the OST is so good. The sick part of me wants to even replay it, like, again, on a higher difficulty. But, yeah, so I think do it on stream after Sly. I mean, I can just play whenever I want, but maybe one day I'll do a stream of it. But I do want to do my own stream, just playing it just on higher difficulty. And I'm also playing Motor Slice right now, which I just bought, which I'm enjoying that game. I got a couple games I want to play through as well that are in my backlog. Yeah, I'm still like, what if I did higher difficulty Mouse PI for higher, though? Like 100% playthrough. I need to do 100% playthrough. But, alright, yep, let me get things started. I'm gonna call the boys and switch over to the game. Hello. How you doing?
Alright, yourself?
I'm doing alright. You're coming out a little low, though. Let me check my volume.
Maybe you're just too deaf. Yeah, think about that.
No, I haven't watched that episode of Looney Tunes in a while.
Yeah.
Let's raise it up a little bit. Alright, let me start the game up. Sly Pooper.
Man, it's kind of funny we're playing this and then another big furry franchise is getting its, a brand new game.
Don't worry. I have jokes about that one. Just a minute.
It's a brand new game, Dad. Like the last 4 times, it was a brand new game. I don't think I've ever known a franchise to be as wide as popular in quotations as Star Fox, and it has like actually only 3 games.
Right? Because, like, let's see here. Because SNES,
right, so Star Fox...
despite what people say, SNES it was remade for 64.
Yeah, Star Fox 64 is a remake of Star Fox with elements stolen from Star Fox 2. We all know this.
Yeah.
The unreleased until much, much later Star Fox 2. Star Fox Assault is a new game, but nobody remembers it.
If people now are talking about liking it, I'm like, where were you people, like, 20 years ago?
So Star Fox Adventures, famously, is not a Star Fox game.
Yeah.
You know the story about that, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty well known. It was a Crystal game, and then Nintendo was like, well, this new IP won't sell, make it Star Fox. And there was a DS sequel to that, and then after that, well, we had a port/remaster of 64, already a remake, so a remaster of a remake. Then Star Fox Zero was a remake of Star Fox 64, but, on a system that nobody liked or bought out with a control scheme that was frankly god-awful.
Oh wait, how's the audio now? Someone's actually in chat for once. They were saying the music was too loud.
Damn. It's all because we're making fun of Star Fox and it's 2 games.
Hey, it's got 3. Oh, pretty good now. Okay, cool. Hey, it's got like 1 other now. No, not now. It's just funny. It's like It's like they're so adverse to just making. Oh god, okay, I can't jump like that. I thought I could get up there that way. All right, I see how this works. Well, that's another death.
It's so weird because I know like Nintendo's whole thing is they are like adverse to making like new stuff anyway. You know, like
yeah.
But yeah, like Mario has like mechanical changes, but every Mario game is like, oh, well, we don't care what the completionist thinks because he stole from charity. It's like one of the few things you could do to make us say it's okay to hate them. Well, hate's a strong word, but yeah, I know Nintendo's like massively adverse to updating and actually, changing things up. But does anybody care about Andros? Like, I'll say this: people care about Bowser and people care about Ganon, so I can see the reticence to not just do it, to not have it featuring them. Who actually gives a fuck about Andros? Because Star Fox's whole thing is it's like, hey, what if Star Wars, but all of them are furries? Which is, fine.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really... I don't know. I'd have to ask Neuro because they're a big one. Oh, there's someone. Sabo. Wait, Sabo, what are you doing in chat? We'll get in here.
He does not. He's lies. Don't believe his lies. He does not care about Andros.
Sabo, what are you doing over there? Get to work!
When I say Andros, he's thinking of the fucking Power Ranger.
Oh, what's that? You said you're sick, Sabo? Well, it says here you're in my stream chat. You get the fuck in here, you piece of shit.
Oh, I agree. I agree. You don't need to tether to Andros, but my point is that Nintendo is like pathologically obsessed with tethering their franchises to like one key villain.
Primarily,
and I mean,
Miyamoto
Star Fox as an example is like, yeah, you could just do anything. You could just like rip off like any sci-fi thing for your villain. It's like, oh hey, let's just have the furry Borg, or let's just have like I don't know, furry Unicron.
Why not? Fuck it.
We can just steal any like sci-fi ideas. The fact that every game is like, what if Andros though? Okay, but what if Andros though? And then they wonder why they make the same game like 5 times and then question why doesn't Star Fox sell as well even though it's very popular? Because I don't know. Don't tether it to like stupid ideas like the control scheme on Zero.
Miyamoto will make you play that way, and you will like it.
You know what makes the whole like force motion control thing on Zero even funnier? Is it's the exact same problem that like the Lair game had. You remember Lair, the dragon flying sim that was made by Factor 5 before they went bust?
I forgot. Oh, Sabo's dead.
Yeah, and they realized And they realised, well, after everybody pointed out to them and they got bullied, that motion controls and like flying don't really work super well, because especially if you're doing like something in the wake of like an Ace Combat style game, you kind of do need to have like a lot more precision control to do, actual cool stuff, and motion controls don't really allow for that, especially not like back then. And then, hey, is he back now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just walked in. How's it going?
It's not even that Nintendo is creatively bankrupt. They're just lazy. Like, we've sort of seen evidence in their games where they can have good ideas and really go into it. It's just they don't want to actually put in extra effort. They will always put in the bare minimum to get people to buy.
And Miyamoto's thing is he just wants gimmicks. You know the only reason we got this is because he was like, wait, I can do a wacky gimmick with the camera? I can make them move like the person? Oh, that's a fun gimmick. I like that. It's a funny gimmick.
Apparently an eagle flew into his door.
An eagle? Caw, motherfucker!
Hey, what's up about the Star Fox?
Oh, you not heard? They announced a brand new Star Fox game.
I heard, but I was like so mad that I didn't even bother watching it.
But it's a brand new game, Sabo.
Is it? Or
just
is
like
it
the last one.
No, it's a remake. It's a remake for 64 again.
Which again, I'm going to keep saying was a remake of SNES.
I mean, it is. It's not like a content.
Unless you're like that one, it's like one person online is like, no, it's not because it has some different levels, therefore it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. Shut up. It is. It is.
mean, the levels aren't remotely the same, but
It's got Corneria.
other than Corneria, I mean,
And Venom.
I don't think Venom's really the same, is it?
Yeah, but you see, in this one, they added Star Fox's dad. So, you know, it's different.
Well, he wasn't in the first one.
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting
They
at.
added
That's
his
the
ghost
joke.
band. I mean, I'll say that
He told him to
64
use the
is a.
Force.
I'll say 64 is a much more extensive remake in that it does add things, but it is like fundamental. But it still literally requires you to pretend that Star Fox 1 didn't happen. It's not a sequel to Star Fox 1. It is like an alternate continuity / remake, and also, you know, stolen from Star Fox 2.
Yeah,
never came out.
The true Miyamoto. Yeah, because they said, this game's too fun and has too many good ideas. We can't have that.
Really? I thought it was because it was too late in the cycle.
No,
it's basically
so 64's development hit a snag. They were struggling with, I think it was the Land Rider or something like that. And, but they had that going in 2. So Miyamoto went, that's an interesting bit of code you got there. What if we just,
cancel the game and steal it?
Yeah.
Could you even steal code for SNES for 64?
I don't know about direct code, but they definitely stole like a lot of the ideas. We'll put it this way: Star Fox 2 introduced like the all-arena battle, whatever the abbreviation is for when they actually start, flying instead of just being on rails. And Star Fox 2 would have had like,
was in Super Mario Galaxy.
Isn't that because Illumination really wanted them? Because
I don't know. I feel like it's not a coincidence that a Star Fox game was announced like 2 weeks after the movie came out and brought Fox into the public eye.
Probably not.
I think they had a heads up.
Why can't they just announce like a new game for Fox's actual series, Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
That's
the series of F-Zero and Ice Climber.
I mean,
they've already been like, so the next Smash Brothers game is probably not going to be as good as Ultimate, which is them saying, we don't think we can top Ultimate.
Oh, they're just trying to bullshit you. If you say it's not going to be good. I mean, yeah, it'd be really easy marketing. You just say, oh no, this one will be nowhere near as big as Ultimate, and then you just re-release Ultimate. But add in like 2 new playable characters.
Finally, Waluigi.
Oh, everybody who gets so fucking ass mad about Waluigi, and it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe Mario has quite enough representatives. Maybe I don't give a shit about Waluigi. There, I said it.
No, shut up. But you see, we go by specifically we go by a per sale amount, and that's how we decide which characters get in the game.
I mean, we know who's going to be added.
Gino.
It's Reen.
No.
I mean, they've released the Trails of Cold Steel.
It would be nice, but no.
They've released Cold Steel on the Switch. It's gonna happen.
Oh, fuck! I hit triangle instead of circle. Fuck.
Falcon would be like, sure.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't. I don't think it's them who have the problem. I just don't think. I think Nintendo would be like, well, why would we have Reem when we could just have another Fire Emblem guy?
Because they're out of Fire Emblem guys.
No.
I don't know. There's always more Fire Emblem guys.
They're really not. There's even a new game coming out.
Oh, that's right. There's a new game coming out.
And there was even a game that came out between that isn't in the game.
Yeah, but
they got picks.
Yeah, but I feel like Toothpaste Head isn't someone they'd want to have in there.
I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I'd be all for Sigurd, but I doubt he's coming back.
Have third Marth.
I mean, that's what Sigurd would be.
I mean, yes, Sigurd is basically another Marth.
He would be another Marth.
Cool, Marth 3.
I mean, that's what happens when the majority of the main characters were 2 decades was basically just another Marth. Another guy with an unbreakable sword. They didn't start getting creative until Fates, I guess.
Well, Fates was also a Marth.
Yeah, but Faith was a Marth that could turn into a dragon.
No. Oh, wait, no, Fates, you're right. I was thinking of Awakening like a dumbass for a second.
No. Awakening was Awakening.
Yeah. I got mixed up in my head. I got things mixed up in my head for some reason. In all fairness, I was being shot at by giant skulls, so you know.
All been there.
Yeah. A typical Thursday.
Yeah, Fates was Marth, but Marth could turn into a dragon.
Which I won't lie, because of that, I did name my my Corrin fucking Ryu when I played that.
Makes sense.
And made them look as close to Ryu as I could.
Well, someone's got to remember Breath of Fire. It's not going to be Capcom, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, what does Street Fighter have anything to do with turning into a dragon? I was like, oh right, that Breath of Fire game that everyone but me has played.
You mean everybody but you? I mean, it's like there's out of the 3 of us, it's us 2 have played.
Yeah.
I've ever met a single other person who's played Breath of Fire.
I'm sure you'll find him somewhere.
Yeah, I think like the only other person I know between is like literally my older brother, because he was the one that bought it and introduced me to it.
No one else believes me that the games are fun.
They are really
Well,
good.
most of them. And Capcom hates anything that's not called Resident Evil, and even then, they don't like anything in Resident Evil that's not called Leon S. Kennedy.
Listen, when Leon's not on screen, the other characters should be going, Lee!
I mean, that is effectively what happens in 9.
Ghastly voyage. Ooh. Oh.
The Voyage of the Damned.
Oh, Sly, it's a fucking gun! Shoot him! Shoot him in the head! Kill him!
No, Mugshot had guns.
I wish we had this for when Mugshot was here. Could just shot his ass.
Guns are bad.
Guns are awesome, Sly. I love guns.
He's right, you know. Give Bentley a gun and point him to the nearest school.
Oh God! That escalated quickly.
The true American pastime.
I am a real American.
And I'll stop making jokes if you guys stop doing it.
I wish we would.
He who robs with gun in hand gets turned to life in a cannon.
Unless they're white.
Unless they're white.
I mean, that's the worst of the pawns, so I don't know.
Let's test that through. I'm sure if Henry Winkler shot up a place, he wouldn't get 20.
Honestly, I think if Henry Winkler did, I think we just accepted like, oh yeah, they made it. They probably deserved it actually.
Mr. Henry Winkler, covered in bees.
Bees. Oh God.
I mean, that's really all I know. Like he was the Fonz, and then he was in Little Nicky when he was covered in bees.
And
what?
Off topic, but on topic, but it's the game I'm playing. I am looking forward to playing Sly 2.
Good, you should. It's a fun game.
But I want to finish this game before I do that.
Understandable. This was also a fun game.
I like it. I do like it. The only thing that I didn't like was the racing level. That's about it. I know I gotta do another one, but, you know. Why are you laughing maniacally? You didn't make it.
Because you have to do another one.
I know I do. I just said that.
Oh, but now you know.
But I already knew.
I'm just thinking of your frustration.
Oh, it's gonna be a thing. It's in the next world. Because I think you said that there's 4 real worlds and 1 not real world, basically.
Yeah.
Ow.
Pretty sure the final world is more like a gauntlet specifically than like this level structure.
Ah.
I think there's 5. Kind of think I'm not missing the boss, am I?
I will say one thing that stinks about this swamp world is that the music. So the music in the other worlds and everything were good, but the music in this like world has been just kind of, kind of like droning.
Yeah. I will say I've got a lot more memorable tracks from Sly 2 in my head. Very helpful for you right now, I know. How have you been, Sabo? How's your week been?
Not too bad. Just doing my rounds. Apparently I'm going back to Florida in October.
You consent to this, or have they just told you are?
I mean, family's going. I could be like, I want to associate with you. Stay home.
That'll be my choice.
I've done that enough.
Become Florida.
We're on
you know,
good
actually,
terms
right
again.
now I am in
ruin
Florida.
it.
This feels like Florida. I know it's not supposed to be Florida, but this feels like Florida.
Close enough.
Plus, you know, plus Uncle Punchy wants me to go, and I wouldn't want to disappoint him.
Is that a nickname, or does he punch people?
I believe I'm pretty sure I told you the story, but
Probably.
he's my dad's pal in South Carolina, and for years the only thing I knew about him is that some drunk guy came over and punched him once. So I'm like, well, I've only known you as Punchy, and he's like, you can call me Uncle Punchy if you want, and Dad's like, no, that's a bad idea. He'll do it, and he's like, no. So I was like, all right, you're now Uncle Punchy. Challenge accepted.
You've done this to yourself.
Man,
Look what you've done to yourself.
But my dad was like, "Don't do it. He'll actually call you that if you prompt him."
It's fine, because every single one of my dad's stories ends with, and then they died. Which sounds like a joke, but it's true. It was like, he was telling me about in his youth when he went on like and he and his friends had motorcycles and they would ride out, and then he said, we rode on this particular highway, and then my friend got decapitated by a road sign.
Fun.
I was like, okay, thanks, Dad.
I'm sure Trunks has many stories, and I'm sure they all end with, and then he died too.
You know, it's funny. I literally told someone else this exact thing, and their response was also the TFS entered 16-bit.
Okay, so I need one more key. How convenient. There's a place over there for me to check. Oh.
It looks like the mercenary guy from Mass Effect, who's like, every story he tells is like, and then everyone but me died.
Oh, this is gonna probably be another Hippo Man wants food.
All the hay and feathers in here, just looking at this place has got me breaking out in hives.
Oh.
But we've got no choice.
He's a hippo.
I'm not allowed to use those characters anymore.
And we've cut a deal. He's promised
To be fair, I was actually rewatching some old anime.
I gotta whack 50
yeah,
chickens.
and I was like, yeah, the hip hippos weren't really all that funny, to be honest.
I mean, there's a lot of Animaniac skits that are like that.
A lot of
It's not.
Sorry. I'm distracted by the fact that I gotta beat up chickens and watch for roosters.
It's not even like, oh my god, that's so offensive. It's just like their entire joke is like, wow, these hippos are fat.
Yeah, it's literally just the entire bit. It's kind of like how it makes you think of like what was it? How like Katie Kaboom and fucking Chicken Boo are literally just one joke over and over again.
The worst example, because I think that shows up just more than any of the others.
Oh, there's so many Chicken Boos.
Fuck off, Chicken Boo.
Obvious that it's like filler.
The thing is, I still found Chicken Boo funny. I didn't find Hip Hippo as funny.
Chicken Boo was funny the once.
Like I think Chicken Boo is still funny. It's because like the situations in which like Chicken Boo inserts himself into as other characters just get more and more absurd as it goes on.
Punchline's always the same.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Literally, the setup is like, Chicken Boo arrives. He's good at a job. He's wearing like a hat, and he's good at it. But there's one guy who's like, "Yeah, but he's a chicken," so they beat him up. And then after a while, he like does the big climax, saves the day, and then the hat falls off, and they're like, "He's a chicken!" And like, "I told you he was a chicken!" And then it ends.
yeah,
And then they play the jingle again.
Yeah, but it gradually goes from like Chicken Boo is good at something to like Chicken Boo is Davy Crockett or Chicken Boo as General Beauregard.
Yeah, Chicken Boo's a monster.
Yeah, honestly, cancel him. Cancel him on Twitter.com.
And there's actually one with Chicken Boo and Katie Kaboom.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
two terrible tastes that taste terrible together.
To
You know, to be fair to Katie Kaboom, there was only like fucking 2 shorts, and one of them was a Chicken Boo short. So
no, there was a couple more. There was like I think 5 Katie Kaboom shorts.
I'll double check.
Not as many as Chicken Boo. Well, it's funny because like she goes in her ramp and she's like, "He's not a giant chicken, Bob," and destroys the house. And then hat comes off, and she's like, "He was a giant chicken."
Yeah, that's literally every fucking Chicken Boo ending right there.
It's more that Katie Kaboom actually like apologizes to her family. She's like, "Oh my god, you guys were right. He was a giant chicken."
Never apologize. That's the first mistake.
And then she attacks Chicken Boo instead. But you know.
You wear a disguise. Okay. You know, it is kind of weird of him to try and date a teenage girl. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
What island have you been to, Chicken Boo?
Why? We don't know. We don't know how Chicken Boo is.
We don't know how Chicken Boo made his money. But yeah, there's like lots of like skits in Animaniacs that don't age super well. Not even just like the it's so like raunchy in 90s and you know fingerprints etc. But just some of them are just like, you know, in retrospect, now that I'm an adult and I have a functioning brain.
I mean, chickens only live for 5 to 10 years on average, so it was okay.
Unless we're doing like the whole dog years thing, in which case in chicken years he's just like, I don't know.
No, we're not.
No.
No, I mean, he was an adult. He pays taxes. It's not that he's a chicken, honey. It's the fact that he's a fucking adult.
Yeah, it does, you know, in retrospect, it does come off as a wee bit racist.
I think it'd be more like speciesist in this case, though.
I mean, I don't know how like racism and speciesism works when we're talking like, you know, sentient animals, sapient, whatever. You need some kind of expert on bird law or something. But
that's the problem. There we go. Yeah, but I don't know. But yeah, I think like for Animaniacs, basically, like obviously the Warners themselves were funny. Well, okay, that's not a good way to engage fighting him. All right, understood.
Warners were funny. Pinky and the Brain were funny.
Pinky and the Brain, I kind of find hit or miss, to be honest. Because Pinky and the Brain has a... So Pinky and the Brain is also typically, like, the same... Well, it's similar setups, but the punchline is always, and then Pinky hits the thing and it fucks up.
Yeah, but some of them were pretty clever. You know, like, blah, 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 brain.
I think they worked when it was basically, when it was Pinky and the Brain as a short in the series. I don't think Pinky and Brain was nearly as good when it became its own show. Because then it's just that. I think like Slappy Squirrel was way better than them.
Oh, it does remind me though.
I do like Read and Run.
Yeah, but I can understand why like those shorts are a bit more
They're
a bit
yeah,
expensive and time consuming. So I can understand why they're more of a every so often sort of thing.
It's very clear like stuff like Chicken Boo was there to just fill time.
It's easy. No one has to do anything.
What are we doing today? He's a cowboy. Fuck it.
You don't even have to hire voice actors.
Good Feathers was, I mean, it's basically
Good Feathers was alright.
Good Feathers was alright, but I feel like Good Feathers was heavily milking on the fact that Goodfellas came out only a few years prior.
Yeah, I didn't even know what Goodfellas was as a kid, and I still like them. So I'm still gonna say they were pretty alright. Like I never was like as a kid like, oh no, it's a Good Feathers bit. I was like, alright, Good Feathers, whatever. It wasn't like Hip Hippos or Chicken Boo, where I was like, these motherfuckers.
There's Slappy.
And like the Slappy ones I love. I think the episode with the fucking can is my favorite one of Slappy's. The one where she was going for a walk and is gonna throw away the soda can in someone else's trash can, and the fucking chipmunk creates a big stink over it. So it becomes a whole thing of just throwing that can into that trash can just to piss her off.
It works.
Apparently, it was based off of something that happened to the Slappy's VA, where basically, other than obviously the cartoon escalation of doing insane shit. Where basically she was going for a walk, was gonna throw a can in someone's trash, and they demanded that they take it out of the trash can and all that shit. So they made a whole cartoon based on that premise. And I think that's kind of funny.
I remember about that episode where she's like, this is probably petty, but I don't have anything better to do today.
Pretty much. But that's also what made it so fucking funny.
The correct mindset.
It was it's such a good short. It's so fun.
I do something productive to mend my day when I can spend it making your day worse.
Oh, the reboot Chicken Boo skit where it's a Warner Brothers skit that then reveals that the guy who was like capturing all the other cartoons was Chicken Boo.
That's fine. I ain't gonna watch the reboot.
It's not great. Honestly, you're not missing anything.
I figured. That's why I'm not watching. That's why I didn't watch it.
Like, so I guess it's like a quick short to just explain the issue is. So it doesn't understand the Warner's dynamic. So you know how the gag of Dot is, I'm the cute one, but I'm violent. I'm the most violent and volatile motherfucker in the room, and that was the whole gag. They didn't understand that the writers for this, who were none of the original people, didn't understand that's what it was, thought her personality was girl, and then just turned her into Yakko too. And then Yakko just kind of didn't really do much. Because they had two Yakkos, so they're not gonna, why they're just not gonna have Yakko do anything now.
I know, like, it's one of those things where I think Animaniacs was super off its time, and I've kind of already said before, like, one of the things I always really sort of dislike is its effect it had on other shows. Like, I always think Freakazoid being the one where I'm like, man, this could have been so much better, and I just don't care for it. Or I'm forever like, this could have been like an actually fun show, and then it was just like.
I'm not gonna blame Animaniacs specifically. That's just Spielberg.
I mean, I'll blame Spielberg, but Spielberg was like, but Spielberg's also behind the others. But Animaniacs.
Well, no, the thing is, Spielberg in general, he only really liked those kind of cartoons. And since he was the person, it's like that's why I'm not gonna blame the show specifically.
Steven Spielberg having trash taste, what a shocker. But yeah, I don't know. Like as far as also, I just struggle to think of a lot of like modern reboots that I not even like worth hate watching. Just what's the point of getting outraged at something that's just like a hollow pastiche of something you like?
I watched it because I didn't watch it. Hey, watch it. I was like, let me see this because I wanted to give it a shot because I do think it had good animation, and I think the character models were pretty good. But I was like, I want to give it like a genuine shot, but it just wasn't good, so I then walked away from it.
Oh yeah, I did hear that DuckTales reboot was good.
Oh, DuckTales was good.
I think we're now getting another reboot, so...
yeah, but it's not by the same people. So those people wanted to do a Darkwing Duck one, but they were denied. And now we're getting a Darkwing Duck one by Seth Rogen. My favorite.
The universal marker for quality. Well, sure that'll be fine for other people who are going to watch it. I simply will not.
And me, Seth Rogen!
When did Seth Rogen become Fat Albert?
You will watch it if you know it's good for you.
No.
Seth Rogen time.
No, thank you.
Me, Seth Rogen.
I'll wait for something I actually enjoy to come on, and...
I tried to watch the Tiny Toons reboot, but it's like...
The Tiny Toons I immediately just didn't even bother with that one.
The Tiny Toons reboot seemed like they were desperately doing their best to make sure no furries could possibly like it, because they were creeped out by their horny furry fan base the first show had started. But it turns out without them, you don't have much going for it.
Well, here's the thing, right? Everything has like a weird, creepy, horny fan base to some extent.
It happens, yeah.
And the general sense is to just not really address it. Just let people do what they're going to do. Because as soon as you start addressing it, A, you piss off like the people who are actually keeping your show afloat. But also, B, what are you really saying? I don't know. Like, just if you
let it be over there, just ignore it.
Anyway, I'll leave you with that because I need BRB for like 2 seconds.
Fair enough. I think now it's the boss fight.
I wasn't even paying.
I could feel that Cooper vibe coming.
I could watch
Most distastefully bad juju.
Yeah, well, you give me the creeps too, lady. Cooking up an army of ghosts isn't a very neighborly pastime.
Oh, slide.
I feel like she has just a gem in her tummy.
Mouth moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Well, if Jaws need to
You're also sitting by having her tail clip through the floor.
Yeah? That's part of her magic powers, obviously. Oh, I jumped the wrong way. Well, I'm stupid. I'm watching where the teeth are. Well, that was a little early. I could have fucked. That could have been so much worse. Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed the call from Scam Likely.
Ah, he's my favorite person.
Yeah, me too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Come back here.
You just missed a call from Scam Likely.
Yeah, I missed the call from Scam Likely, unfortunately.
Mr. Likely, eh? That should be a name for like a guy in a cartoon. Look out, everyone! It's Scam Likely.
Surprised nobody's done that actually.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll unleash my mighty.
And look, everyone! It's a big-lipped alligator moment.
Yeah.
And that's a meme that's older than I don't know, 80% of the internet.
Oh, I gotta play I gotta copy what she does. Uh-oh.
A little voodoo Simon Says, huh?
With my Tetris man, this is gonna be painful.
How's your rhythm game experience?
Goodbye.
You can't even blame us, we kept quiet for that.
Yeah, no, that was on me.
All according to plan.
You know, I gotta remember there's a delay, because you know, modern monitors, so I need to remember to do it a little bit earlier.
See, My Hero Academia ended for the third time.
Guess I didn't know it was still going.
As I said, they ended it, and then I thought they had a special ending. And they've had the third special ending.
I can't wait for the fourth one. It's that delay, because like I said, with modern monitors, I know that's the problem I'm having. Try again. I gotta walk all the way back over here, I bet. Yep. Okay. Alright. Can I skip the cutscene? No, I can't skip the cutscene in this. Mega Man Legends skip the cutscene. Checkpoint! Sly?
Yeah.
Alright.
How many games did Sly have again?
3.
Cool. I count 4, but okay. How many games did Mega Man Legends have?
If I want to be really funny, I could say 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple of games that were exclusive to Taiwan, like 2. Oh wait, no, there was also that phone game that was in Japan only.
Those don't count.
He's right, you
A
know.
little voodoo Simon Says, huh? Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, well, you know what? Most people don't count the 4th game anyway. That like this series.
What if I was talking about the HD collection?
It's not a new game. I'm not we're not Star Fox fans in this house, are we?
I thought it was alright when I was younger.
I liked Adventures and Star Fox 1. And then after about the 4th or 5th time, I got really bored of Star Fox 64 for some reason. Could have been for any reason. Super Saver in the future has the same name as my son. How bizarre! Never change cheats.
Oh, I don't. This might not be possible in this delay.
I believe in you.
I'm all the way back here. I don't think I can do this.
Have you considered not sucking?
Maybe if this wasn't so fucking like delayed. Hey, can I just like? Oh, I can just spam. I'm trying to actually play this like a rhythm game, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I can just spam.
Mash.
Mash. Okay, that's gonna make things easier, because I don't even need to time this shit. Not really.
Woo. Yeah, I did see they were re-releasing all the Trails games on like Switch now. Or Switch 2. Yeah, that's nice.
Of course they are.
Hopefully they play them. Or at least they announced Zero in Azure, which, you know, fair enough, I guess. Lloyd might be my most not hated, because I don't hate Lloyd, but he might be like my least favourite of the protagonists.
I don't think he's got many shooters, as I rarely hear people talk about him.
Well, he only had 2 games.
Yeah. And then the usual faction.
So did Estelle. So.
I was gonna say, Estelle only had 2 games.
Actually, technically, Lloyd had 3 games if you count. For Fury.
Yeah.
Which is 3 protagonists, but Lloyd is the most important one.
It's a soft remake of Zero. No, Azure.
I mean, it's not really a soft remake.
It is, in the sense that a lot of the things that happen in Reverie for Lloyd stuff is more or less like the same beats as happened in
of the Thievius Raccoonus
Azure.
held notes from my pioneering ancestor, Slighton Common. His invisibility technique allowed him to steal from corrupt pharaohs and greedy noblemen. Right on schedule, Inspector Fox's arrival cued my exit.
A lot
The
of story
production of
beats
zombies
and trails
made
just
illegal in
kind
the
of
World
repeat.
Peace Accord of 71
Yeah.
earned Ms.
Something I've
Ruby
been
a life
noticing.
sentence behind bars. While the gang and I enjoyed a few weeks in the tropical sunshine, working on our tans in preparation for our
Can we
next
just get
escape.
like info on FF7 Part 3?
It's like, how
I'm
can
tired
you
of
cover
all-
your tin? You're covered in fur. He doesn't.
Apparently, enough of it is done that the guys have already been played through like
40 times. Yeah,
a demo version of the 3rd game all the way. So apparently, it's almost done.
The road trip gave me the time I
yeah, as
needed
I
to
said,
study
my
up on
current theory is TGS in September to get like the first trailer.
They're going to release it next year for the.
Born
Oh
Penniless,
yeah, I think 2027 is
fascinated
like
by
the release
fireworks
date.
rich
Like, we
noblemen
can
set
kind of
off
guess that.
every
It's
year.
just when will we get the actual first
He spent
trailer?
a decade learning the art.
It's going to be interesting because wasn't GTA 6 also
But
delayed
when he
again?
tried to offer his fireworks to the
Again?
noblemen,
GTA 6 is not coming out.
they couldn't see past
Yeah, I mean,
his
it might
shabby
not be.
clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge
I
on
think
think
gonna
in
say, 'cause
7
FF
years
by
we'll see the
using the
gameplay of
very
it.
tools of his art for crime.
Yeah.
The fiendish vibe
Only 'cause it gets leaked again.
expert. From then on, his explosive touch became feared.
What if every time it
worldwide.
gets leaked, they delay it
He's
another
rumored to be
year?
perfecting
Guys,
some
keep delaying.
new
It's funny.
firework technique high in the unstable
leaking.
Kunlun mountains of western China.
Do it. It's funny. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna deal with Jack Black now.
I get it. Although this does predate Kung Fu Panda, so really Jack Black just stole from Panda King.
I accept these terms. Nice flip, asshole.
Who flip?
Ah, finally. Well, I mean, this music's just kind of whatever, but at least it's not like how droning the one in the swamp was. Again, with Sly 2 being more fast-paced, I'm kind of looking forward to that one also because the music's probably going to be a lot more upbeat in tempo. Are those... Is he throwing monkeys at me? Oh, he is.
Maybe his gym partner is a monkey.
Monkey, monkey, monkey! I only remember that show every now and then when it randomly just gets referenced, and I'm always like, oh yeah, that was a show.
I think I ever watched it, I just saw the title one every so often when I was like moving through channels. Like, oh, that sounds dumb. Anyway.
I just learned you can move their heads in the Kodak.
I've got to find
Headbang, 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 headbang. Oh, no more headbang.
He doesn't love Kodak calls.
I love Kodak calls. That's another thing I do want to replay again at some point in the near future. Is fucking Metal Gear Solid 1. I haven't done that in a very long time.
Well, luckily the Master Collection is out, so you can just do that.
Oh yeah, no, I have it. But that's something else I would maybe one day stream. The Thievius Raccoonus! Ah. Oh! I couldn't even see that icicle. Not until it banged me in the head. Then I saw it.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice to meet you! Freeze well! Chill! Pool party!
No.
What killed the dinosaurs?
Pretty sure it was environmental changes caused by the asteroid impact.
Also known as the Ice Age!
No, the Ice Age was like was several thousand years after the extinction of the dinosaurs. I'll withstand the ice puns, but I won't deal with this fucking historical inaccuracies. Thank you very much.
I'll let you get away with that, but the second you get that shit wrong, you're dead. Your whole family dead.
I'll be on you like flies on shit if you fuck up this.
It's true. I saw what happened when with Assassin's Creed. There we go. There we go. My brain finally worked.
Oh yeah. I mean, which time, right? It's Assassin's Creed fuck up basic history.
The Viking one especially. That was the one that really got you.
Oh yeah, because we got to spend all that time loving and supporting all those kind, innocent Vikings who just want to live on this land that's not theirs. And, never mind all the raping and pillaging and destruction they cause. It's evil King Alfred. He's at fault. Mr. Great Reformer. Mr. Great Reformer who was like, you know what, we need education for children.
You're ashamed of Italian era, ashamed of Italian era and Black Flag. Black Flag is like the one that like everyone, even people like me who don't like Assassin's Creed, like, and like the early ones, people like those.
I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed about buying and enjoying games. Like we might rag on stuff, and to be fair, I like Assassin's Creed 2 and 4. I don't know, Brotherhood and like Revelations was the third Ezio game, are kind of like very much the pack filler of games, and Assassin's Creed 3 just the first one to really annoy me, where I'm like, man, they sure are forgetting George Washington really liked having slaves. I wonder why they're not mentioning the amount of slaves this man owned. That's so weird.
I love slaves. Not quite as much as Thomas Jefferson, but I love slaves.
About states' rights, Dan.
About states' rights.
States' rights to own slaves.
Exactly. Or the other argument is, oh no, it was about a business. Yeah, the slave owning business.
I do love how it's that thing. It's like, okay, can you finish that sentence though? No.
But yeah, as I said, you shouldn't feel ashamed about playing the games, especially those ones. They are like unequivocally good or functional. It's like when you get into like 3 and 5.
In general, like honestly, even if
I
it's one
stopped
of the
at
ones
5. I just got.
There's nothing wrong with being ashamed. It's just a video game either way. Even whether it's a game that I think is good or bad, like it's just a video game.
And I think the main reason I stopped at 5 is 5 was just so buggy. And it was like unreasonably buggy, especially because it's like, you know, it's Ubisoft and they're doing the French Revolution, and they can't even put enough effort into their own damn country's history. So why should I put any investment in this? I mean, the big problem with Assassin's Creed is it just got beaten into the ground, right? Like, you know, any series struggles if it has to keep up like the release schedule that Assassin's Creed did, and it was for no real reason, you know. Because it's not as if Eddie was like, oh man, I really need to know what's going on with the like actual plot, because nobody cares about the plot that's, you know, the overarching Illuminati Templar 2012 plot. I'm sure some people will now say they do, but, you know, they're wrong.
Honestly, for a short period of time, I didn't even know there was a whole, like, present-day plot, you know, for me not playing it, because no one ever talked about it back in the day.
Yeah. Because why would you? It's, like, the least interesting part of it all. And it's the most unnecessary. Like, it's there to be a framing device to explain the video gaminess of the assassin stuff, and I'm like, you don't really need to explain that.
I know I'm playing a video game.
It could just be video gaming.
Like, how do you know that Sly knows that he's gonna collect 3 of them because the UI tells me so?
I mean, I think it's more to explain why there's a UI in general, but once again,
it's a video game.
To explain. Like, you know, and I'm not saying that you can't do cool things like try and justify in-universe UIs. Like Dead Space. Dead Space has the best UI and UI integration.
Oh yeah, Dead Space
like,
UI is good.
Video game ever. Like, everything makes sense. Yeah, but not every game has to be Dead Space. Games can just be like, here's your health bar. Why have you got a health bar? So you can tell how much health you've got. Get over it. But yeah, like Ubisoft just did what Ubisoft does, which they get something that's even remotely popular and they drive it into the ground.
It's true.
Remember Rabbids? Remember how they were literally everywhere?
Ah!
Remember Rayman? No. We like to pretend we do.
I know I can't get in there without the panda key. I'm just trying to find a fucking note. Bentley, leave me alone. It's heavily guarded, but all the guards are dead. I already killed them all. It's heavily guarded! Well, they're all dead. What? I murdered them, Bentley. Oh! They will never see the light of day again. Oh my god.
I did it for you, Bentley.
I did it for you, Bentley. Are you happy? Ugh! Ugh! Oh god. What's wrong, Bentley? I think I gotta go.
I gotta get out of here.
I probably missed that bottle somewhere back where I can't get it now. Yeah, let me just double check this area just to be sure. At least I don't have to worry about guards, because, you know, they're all fucking dead.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I was explaining, like, last week about, for, like, in terms of, like, how some games can get away with, like, the diegetic stuff for their HUDs. It's kind of like how, you know, some games can get away with, like, doing, like, as I said before, the Bioshock twist of, oh, hey, it's a video game trope. You can get away with that if you do it cleverly, or it's, like, a part of things. If you just, like, half-ass it with, like, the Duke Nukem Forever... I always think of Duke Nukem Forever as the example of this, of the... Man, look at those explosive red barrels. They sure are in a lot of video games. It's like, yeah, thanks for pointing it out. You gonna do anything else with that? No? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I get more in... Like, if you just have your red explosive barrels, and you just have them, and then you walk away with your red explosive barrels, and you don't do anything like that, I don't care.
I don't care. Nobody gets it, you know?
And I don't, like, think anything of it. But when you point at them and go, man, this is cliche. It's like, okay, but you're still doing the cliche.
Yeah.
You only really get to do that gag in, like, marketing or in a singular cutscene, and then you just never have them in the game. If you're gonna do that gag.
Yeah.
But honestly, what's the point? At that point, you just sound like a pretentious asshole anyway, so it's kind of stupid.
As I said, if you're going to do something like that, you need to actually say something of note about it.
Yeah.
If you're just highlighting it for the sake of highlighting it, it's like, well, it's not clever, it's not interesting, it's just... Okay, you accept that this is like a trope and or a quote-unquote problem, but like, what are you doing about it?
It makes me think of, what the hell? That was weird. He, like, dropped my input there. Was it Pony Island Stanley Parable came out around the same time as each other? And the whole gimmick is both of them are supposed to be, like, you know, play on the expectations of the player, and basically be like, oh, fuck with the player when they don't do the thing the game tells them to. Like, it'll be like that whole gimmick. Except for where Stanley Parable goes through, like, so many different ways, including you even just being like, I'm gonna follow along. Pony Island, literally, like, if you listen and go, alright, I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna not listen to this guy, I'm gonna do what he says, the game literally locks up because you can't progress. So, like, the meta narrative doesn't work when the second I go, what if I do follow the instructions and you don't have anything for me?
But thou must.
You have no choice.
It's like, if you tell me that if the whole gag is, oh, we're playing on the fact that players will do the opposite of what they're told, and then you just don't, you know, actually do anything with that. Like, you know, if I decide I'm going to do it, well, you didn't really make anything very interesting.
I mean, I think the good example of this is, from a game I've not played, but I do know the twist, is, I think it's Far Cry 4? Where, like, the start of the game is... The start of the game is, like, the main villain, like, puts you in a room and is like, oh, here, wait for me for, like, 10 minutes while I go and do something. And then the game... the game built to, oh, yeah, you'll just leave. But if you do stay away, yeah, you just finish the game.
Yeah, he comes back, he lets you drop the ashes, and goes, alright, now... And essentially the game tells you, alright, now go actually, you know, do this again, but actually play the game. But I think it's cool that they have that there.
Yeah. Like, that's fun, but it's also just, like, a completely unnecessary side thing that the player can discover if they're willing to fuck around.
But also because that game's not not meant to be a meta-narrative game. If they didn't do it, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, exactly.
Where, like, Pony Island's like, I'm a metagame, and I'm like, okay, here's instructions, please follow them, ooh, okay. You're supposed to not follow them. What do you mean? It's the meta thing, you're supposed to ignore the instructions, you know, like, laugh and tee-hee and do that, but I want to follow. But I didn't plan for that.
It's the classic example of the choice-based gaming, in which case there is no choice. The only choice is to not play.
Yeah, it's Fallout 4's. Yes, sarcastically, yes, maybe later.
I always think of Telltale as even though they're like the progenitors of the choice-based game, they're also one of the worst examples, because choices don't matter in the long term.
No, they'll remember this.
Yeah, they'll remember it. They won't do anything about it.
By the way, the reason I thought about Pony Island again is because apparently they're making another one. I'm like, wow, I can't wait to still not fucking care.
I don't even know what Pony Island is until you just described it. And
Yeah.
Now I choose to delete that information from my brain.
Yeah, better off. Not really worth knowing.
Or another fun example is I think it's Earth Defense Force 6, where when you get like halfway through the game, or maybe not even halfway, you wind up traveling back in time, and then the game is like, okay, now you're playing Earth Defense Force 7. It like does that several times with like different time loops, which I think's pretty funny.
That is fucking funny. I like that.
And I think like the Stanley Parable sequel has a similar thing to that, where you can have theoretically infinite Stanley Parables, because it auto generates like different titles at the end in one of the endings or the ending.
I didn't even know there was a Stanley Parable sequel sort of thingy.
Yeah, it's that ultra deluxe version. It's a hidden sequel.
Oh yeah, I'll pick it up at some point. I didn't know that's what it was. I thought it was just a remake. And that's kind of like, eh. But like, if it's like actually something like that, all right, now I'm interested.
Yeah. Oh shit. YouTube Watch has got most critical to play in Master Duel. Oh no. I hate seeing fucking celebrities or e-celebrities trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time they announce, oh, we're going to do a collab with a HoloLive stream, I'm like, no! You people don't understand. Don't do it.
Makes me think of like every now and then I get like a HoloLive VTuber where they'll try to throw a fighting game at them and only like 2 of them know how to play fighting games.
Do it. You'll make us all look like assholes. Oh, he's been hand looped turn 1. No. And he's dead. I think he actually does play though, so it might not be too bad. But it's always kind of interesting when you see like niche games like get popular or get big for one reason or another. Like, you know, a new Street Fighter drops and suddenly a bunch of people who have never played a Street Fighter or understand Street Fighter will start playing it.
I mean, I'm okay with like just people like trying out a game again, or trying out a game when a new one drops. That's fine. That's whatever. But it is funny when it's the streamer and it's like a sponsored thing and it's very clear they have no idea what the fuck they're doing or why they're here. Logan Paul can't like actually monetize Yu-Gi-Oh, so that is a like he's trying to get into it, but it literally cannot function because of the way Yu-Gi-Oh's like reprint policy is. Like it's a surprisingly generous card game with its reprints, so it's like incredibly hard to like inflate the market for like actual chase cards. Yeah, versus like pretty much every other card game.
Yeah, like Pokemon, because everything is like one printing and has like, you know, very specific super high rarities, and is also like only usable for like X amount of time. So it's kind of interesting to see if he thinks he'll actually be able to make any money off of turning Yu-Gi-Oh into a speculative market, because it just simply won't work. Because it's not a hobby for collectors, it's a hobby for players. That makes sense. Like, people buy Pokemon cards not to actually play Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think I'm not saying that doesn't happen in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's exceptionally rarer in comparison. So,
I mean, Pokemon shit in general has that thing, considering the fact that we have people trying to scalp fucking Pokemon Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Seeing like Logan Paul trying to like turn Yu-Gi-Oh into a speculative market is quite funny, because it is just not going to happen.
That was an aside with that, with the Pokemon thing I just mentioned. You know, we always joke, and correctly so, about like the whole like haha Sonic fanbase autism thing. Man, we sure give Pokemon fans a pass.
I mean, that's because we're Sonic fans and we're not really Pokemon fans. Like, I don't think any of us hate Pokemon.
I don't hate Pokemon.
All of us are kind of like, oh yeah, when they make good games, maybe we'll play.
Unfortunately, because the Pokemon fanbase eats slop, that won't happen.
Yeah, but
they love slop.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I mean,
you dabble.
I dabble, yeah.
Oh yeah, Pokemon fans get very defensive.
I played Violet. It was okay.
That includes Pokemon fans that I'm friends with, by the way.
It was lacking.
That is also true. I do think the Sonic fan base has kind of reached the sort of similar endpoint the Transformers fan base reach, which is once like the super annoying, like actually serious people start getting made fun of by the community, it kind of becomes this point of everybody's in on the joke of yeah, sure. But But Pokemon fans, like, yeah, they just don't really. They're like, no, Pokemon is my life, and I will defend it to death.
Yeah, it's easier to find Sonic fans who will poke fun at the blue rat. Harder to find ones who will poke fun at the yellow rat.
Listen, I always think there's
it's
like
easier to find a Sonic fan and be like, yeah, this Sonic game here fucking sucks. So what the hell was this about?
We just need to like we just need to reach that point for every like fan wiki to add a Ruin Forever page.
I mean, you're right.
And then we'll know.
And only then.
Ruin Forever, possibly the greatest wiki page of all time.
God. Transformers Wiki is so funny. Yeah, if you have not seen the Transformers Wiki, you really should. It's so fucking funny.
Gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
Anything else, at least look up the Ruin Forever page.
Yeah.
Also love on the said Ruin Forever page, a link that goes to the page for just Chin. For Chin.
Chin! That's how I always read that page, just Chin!
It's like Star Wars fans used to be cool. They used to have a Ruin Forever, and then they changed it. Because they're cowards.
Yeah, I remember back when I was in, like, I wasn't, like, super into Star Wars. I remember I poked at the wiki back, like, when I was in high school, and I remember it being pretty funny back then.
Now it's all dour and serious, you know, like the movies. Have another, like, half an hour long speech about hope, and meanwhile the shit movie is also trying to tell us, actually, you see these guys who are basically space Nazis? Yeah, it's all morally grey. That's why the stormtroopers are you know, complicated. Like, interesting that as soon as Disney gets a hold of this, suddenly we're now trying to pretend that there's morality. I wonder why that could
poked his head out and went, "What the fuck did you say?"
There's nothing wrong with the stormtroopers. They're just so fashionably dressed.
Yeah. Like, look at their armor. Isn't it cool? I think you're just jealous of their fashion.
You know what? Somewhat worthwhile I was talking about Star Wars, because it was like May the 4th a few days ago, not to date this video or anything, but I'm going to date the video.
Who cares?
I don't.
I don't, and I'm the host, and I'm the only opinion on that matters. Anyway, go ahead, about the May the 4th shit.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying it was appropriate to talk about Star Wars. Oh, I guess one thing we can rag on, which we never do, we can rag on MCU Spider-Man a little bit more today.
Oh yeah, we famously never rag on that.
Never. I, for one, have never complained about
In fact,
MCU Spider-Man.
we love MCU Spider-Man, and we hate the recent Superman movie from last year. We hate that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that movie's dumb and lame.
Yeah, we hate it. It sucks.
No. So anyway, like, the whole thing, it's just like a stupid interview that's been making the rounds because it's kind of dumb, but it was like the Russos saying their headcanon is that Peter Parker isn't to blame for killing Uncle Ben, and I'm like... I feel like that statement alone just, like, sort of frames how much you don't understand Spider-Man. Because I've said this before, like... How much you can ever actually blame Peter Parker for his uncle's death is incredibly up in the air, but also it's not important about whether or not he actually did kill Uncle Ben, or is at fault. I mean, he's not. But the point is it's a sobering reminder of what it means to be a hero, great power, great responsibility, etc., etc. It's like the fundamental core part of his character.
Yeah. And the whole thing was basically like, yeah, he could have stopped this, and if he did... you would still have an Uncle Ben.
Yeah, and as I said, it's not really fair to say it's his fault, but you can say that it's teaching him a life lesson that is important, but is more than that important to the character and the entire mythos. And as I said, to not really grasp why that is an important aspect shows that you don't really get the character adapted. And yeah, adaptations, things change, but I don't know. When you it's like the Ship of Theseus thing, right? That when you just start ripping out everything and replacing it, like what is left actually to be of Spider-Man?
You can change things in your adaptation, like, and I feel like you can get a little bit more leeway with some villains, because like like looking back, a lot of the BTAS villains are very different what they were at the time, like in comics or anything like that. But like, there's a certain spirit to things, especially the protagonists. Like, you gotta really watch those. Like, so like Superman from like the movie that we like, and Superman from the 90s cartoon are not like have similar spirits, but they are not the same Superman in terms of how they act and behave.
Yeah. The whole point is, like, they might not be, they're not one-to-one examples of each other, but they understand the fundamental basis of what the character is meant to be there to represent in a way that, say, like, Batman v Superman doesn't, because,
Batman v Superman actually hates superheroes, and that's the thing.
No Superman I know would ever say, the bat dies tonight, consider this mercy, as he trashes Batman's car. Like, it's not a Superman line.
Yeah, Superman would not ever.
As I said, you can open these things to interpretations, you can explore elements of the characters, but I don't know, some things do just kind of need to stay the same for them to actually be that character.
The Zack Snyder stuff is literally the antithesis. Like, if you want to know what not to do, honestly, Zack Snyder's, like, versions of the characters is perfect for you to be like, okay, here's what I should not do, and you just watch that and study and be like, okay, this is everything not to do.
Yeah.
It's someone who fundamentally hates the concept of superheroes to begin with. So it's like, you can't really get somebody who hates the thing that they're working on, like on a fundamental level, and then expect them to be able to do it in any kind of like way that's in good faith.
So rather,
they just don't fucking like it. So.
I mean, he'll just improve it. It'll be much better. His superheroes is clearly.
I mean, here's the thing, right? You can have someone who doesn't like the core thing work on something, and it can be good, but they need to be someone who's actually, good. Like, the best example is Star Trek 2, which was famously made by a guy who didn't like Star Trek.
Actually, you know what? There's a point. Because what was it? I know... So, like, I remember... Was it the, I'm forgetting his name now. The guy who's, like, the main, like, head writer right now for, like, the Sonic shit.
Ian Flynn.
Ian Flynn. Yeah, Ian Flynn. I know apparently he's not a fan of like Metal Overlord or anything like that.
Yeah.
But he did a good job with him in fucking Shadow.
Like, it's fine to have someone who works on something who doesn't necessarily like the original. But there needs to be someone of, like, a level of talent, or at least integrity, where they can put aside that distaste, or at least use that dislike to reframe things in a way that's actually, without it just being like, I don't like this, therefore it sucks.
Right.
Like,
and in fairness, Zack Snyder's never been a fucking good writer or director. He's great. He does some decent visual effects from time to time, sometimes. When he's not just trying to make Jesus again.
Yeah.
And remember there's more colors than two.
Yeah, I never really liked the whole Jesus parable with Superman. Only because
I don't like it either.
More of a Moses parable, but also I just don't think that really fits with the character.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. It's to me, it's misunderstanding the character of Superman being that he... Oh, well, I fell down and died. That he is a man in the end. He is just a guy. Despite all the power, he is just a dude.
I always rationalize it as Clark Kent is who he is, Superman is what he can do.
Yes. That is how I see it. I was a little quiet there because I was doing some platforming. Or that like delay there.
A platform game.
Yeah, no, crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah, Superman bad, except when Superman good.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superman bad, Injustice 3.
Oh, they actually formally announced it, because it got leaked.
No. It got leaked, though.
No. Oh, it's still just it's been leaked. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know anything about it other than Injustice 3?
No.
Cool, can't wait for them to, I don't know, just do the same shit again. Like, can't wait for them to just make a bad game. And then everyone will be like, no.
That's all Ed Boon knows how to do is make bad games. He's been doing it for 30 plus years.
No, it's intentionally jank. Don't you understand?
All part of the plan.
I can't wait to see all the high-end gameplay at top level where you just have two people on two different corners of the stage spamming projectiles.
It's gonna be great.
Fantastic. Breaks my heart when I watch some Smash YouTubers I watch decided like the first actual fight game they were going to dip their toes into and they pick Mortal Kombat and I'm like, oh, please pick a good game.
Right on.
Oh, this is another escort. Our good buddy.
Time to move, Sly.
It's Murray.
Oh no.
Oh no. I love Murray. He's funny.
Funny haha or funny weird?
Funny haha. He's not weird.
He's not weird. His stage is weird and free though.
Well, in 3, is he playable in 3 as like a brawler man?
Yeah, but like, so there's a whole thing in 3 where you have to like recruit like your gang. So like every stage is like themed around a different member of the gang. And Murray like shares the spotlight with another character in 3, and it's also I remember the stage that me and your other friend were like alluding to.
Oh, stage is in 3.
Yeah, that stage is in 3. The one where it's like, oh, someone on the dev team was hoarding.
You know, again though, I like I said last time, I do kind of miss when like you would just have it has to be unapologetically horny or whatever. Because
there's always lots of stuff in like there's lots of stuff in things like you watch or play where like some segments definitely come across like, haha, isn't that weird? Unless, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, oh, wouldn't this be weird if this happened? Quirky, haha, haha. But then again,
what if?
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, you know, especially these days where everything's so sterile, I'm like, can we bring that back? It's funny.
Pretty sure that we've seen that before. It's called Cross Ange.
I don't think anybody was under any illusion.
Died. Fuck.
Like nobody in Cross Ange was like fucking trying to pretend that was anything other than what it was.
No, but Cross Ange was like, man, wouldn't it be horrible if it just happened?
Oh, I mean, that was just us joking. We didn't know that was gonna happen. We were just sat there like, man, wouldn't it be funny if she just got beaten by 50 cops? And then lo and behold, 50 cops.
What if they gave us more than 50? Oh, hold on, I gotta annihilate a bot. There we go.
I mean,
Alright, Murray, now I can let you go.
What are you saying about Cross Ange?
I said Cross Ange gave us Embryo.
Embryo is funny.
Also the most horrific being in existence.
He's just kind of a jerk.
Well, in the Super Robot Wars Y DLC, listening to Embryo talk for about 10 seconds caused ZDN to decide the universe needs to be destroyed.
You know he's right.
Idion was gonna do that anyway.
Idion needs an excuse. It was like, yep.
Idion's like fucking Zork in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, where he's just like, "What are you gonna do today, Idion? I'm going to destroy the universe."
No.
You always say that.
It needs a reason to destroy the universe.
Hold on,
but it also just makes up reasons.
Hold on, I have a reason now.
Is that one of the whole points of like Idion? Is that Idion is like self-aware and manipulated events precisely so it can have a reason?
I mean, it manipulated events, but I mean, it manipulates events for them to like have one.
It's that series. It is the series of the where magic people get exiled, not non-magic people.
No,
or was it non? I don't remember.
It is non-magic. It's non-magic people getting exiled. I mean, the series is whatever. It's just more when me and Sabo watched it, because we watched it because it was the Super Robot Wars. We ripped into it because it's kind of it's almost a self-parody. Everybody but the director realized it was a self-parody, and we just have fun making fun of it because it's sure is a series that exists. Oh no, there's a lot more shows I hate way more than Cross Edge. Especially ones that are in Super Robot Wars.
I mean, it's not hateable. You either laugh at it and you're like, that was meh.
Yeah, you're either, oh, that was pretty boring, or you're like, man, this shit's, man, they really did just send 50 cops to beat up that one girl. Which sounds awful to laugh about, but you had to be there, okay?
Yeah, you had to be there at the time.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Trust us.
I don't hate women. Okay, I think they bought it.
Look. Murray, what's your opinion on women? I hate them.
No, Idion doesn't manipulate them to destroy the universe. It manipulates them into a situation where they can prove they have peace, and then they screw it up, and then decides to destroy the universe.
So yeah.
You gave me pickles, therefore I'm going to destroy the universe.
I mean, they had a chance.
I'm just saying, Idion's a jerk. Am I wrong?
I mean, yeah, because everything in Idion is basically the bad guy's fault, but it's like, no, humans are also at fault.
Nice job breaking
You're both guilty. Like, why? We're not the assholes that just started
slaughtering
people.
I must kill all of you and make the Gundam universe, where I'm sure people will learn their lessons.
No problem. They seem to have plenty of
And when are we going to get a true Gundam Idion crossover?
I mean, there was the manga.
Yeah, but I meant a true one. Like, come on, if we're doing like fucking halfway Splash, Gundam's got to be running out of ideas.
That's true. I mean, yeah, they could do Gigantus's counterattack.
No, Halfway Flash is actually really good. And it looks so. The Gundam doesn't look bad at all. You guys are just strong and stupid. It looks so good.
Also, I'm blind.
I mean, Z Gundam doesn't look that bad. It's just who wants to watch a show about fucking Hathaway.
It's such a good series. It's so good. Also, I'm deaf, dumb, and blind.
But the experience will no doubt be spectacular.
Also, I have met people that will unironically thump their chest and be like, no, Cross Andrew was actually amazing. It was very, very well written. But then again, I was seeing people do it with Darling in the Frank, so who cares?
Oh, they're wrong.
I mean, yes.
It's like, I've seen people who drink paint too. I don't value their opinions, though.
I mean, I believe
usually my go-to is when people are like, a bunch of people like this. I'm like, yes, pigs do like slop, yes.
I mean, I would believe that there are people that really like Cross Edge. I don't think it's for the right reasons, but you know what?
You know what?
If anyone says it's a well-written series, though,
you know what? Let's get this race over with. This is the race. This is how we'll end this
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. It's like, it was a well-written series. Oh, hold on now.
Yeah, I did think very exactly what you said about this race. I'm like, uh-oh. Is dad just finally gonna snap?
This will be the end of the stream, the race.
Is this the moment?
The race. Some might say the race war is starting now. It's great being on someone else's channel. You can just say what you want and then get punished for it.
Press square to use any nitro boosts you collect. Keep clear of those
Oh, we could say way worse, but the cameras are rolling.
Thanks for the advice, Sly, but trust me, I got this under control.
By the way, junction here for it to score and pump strength.
Alright, let me restart the race. Okay.
Not working this time.
And that won't help me here. Well, I didn't get that boost. Or that one. They took those. Will I get that one? No, because I couldn't get it because of the controls.
We take those.
Well, I'm still at least not in last place. I got into third.
You have to win this time too.
Yes.
Yes.
The win bar is you.
You could be funny if you didn't. It's alright if you lose. If you lose, you'll just lose some SP points. Oh wait.
Oh. Yes. So have you started Beyond? I forget. Have you started Beyond Horizon yet?
Yeah, I think I'm almost done with the first chapter.
Oh yeah.
Just had a nice.
First try, motherfucker! Eat a dick!
Ow.
Oh.
First fucking try! Fuck
How is that
you!
possible?
I'm sad.
I did like a voodoo dance to curse him and everything.
Get riggedy wrecked! Ah, fuck you!
Well, on that massive disappointment.
Yeah, what a shame, really.
Yeah.
You know what?
Down there goes.
We'll do one more level because that went way quicker than I thought it was going to.
Didn't get any enjoyment out of that one.
Yeah.
Without failing the race 100 times, the stream has no punchline.
I mean, great. Now we have no content. Thanks, Dan. Way to take one for the team, Dan.
Yeah, man, I had like 5 minutes. I had like 5 minutes worth of jokes and insults set up as you inevitably failed over and over. And over. What am I going to use them on?
I don't know. I don't know what they were, so I don't know. You'll figure it out. I'm sure you're a big boy.
Don't body shame him.
I meant in spirit and in heart.
I mean,
Come on.
I was a 10-pound baby. As my grandmother loved to tell me.
Damn, your grandmother was mean.
Damn.
Would you like to tell a story? Because I was a 10-pound baby and she was watching me in the newborn room, and this lady came out and she was like, "Wow, look at that moose in there." And then my grandmother was like, "Hey, that's my grandson."
She didn't deny you were a moose, though.
No, she was quite proud of that.
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, she didn't deny it, but you know, she did defend my honor.
You know what? Good for her.
Congrats, Grandma Sabo.
And then I got her hooked on the original Mario, but it was technically her fault.
Interesting way to describe addiction, but okay.
She was the one who decided I had to have an NES. I was like 2 years old. I didn't know what it was, but she was like, "We have to get that newfangled NES thing. It's all the rage with the children these days.
With the chillins.
And then we played it, and then she decided it was very addicting and would stay up till 3 in the morning playing it by herself, because I didn't live with her. And she'd go to work, and her boss would be like, "Why are you so tired?" And she's like, "Oh, because I was up till 3 in the morning playing Mario."
It was like, "What's a Mario?"
No, he knew what it was, but he was like, "Is that the thing only children play?"
But that guy's got egg on his face these days, if he's even still alive.
I'm gonna say that guy's probably dead, but...
Yeah, but you never know. Maybe he's alive and regretting his choices. I can't believe I said video games. I said this billion-dollar industry is for children. And then he commits honorable Sudoku.
I know it's a completely different thing, but I was just picturing in my head the scene of the old man Snake in the graveyard putting the gun in his mouth.
Oh, that reminds me. So we're going back to like talk about classic cartoons for a sec. For some reason, in my other friend group, Tom and Jerry came up. And I had to remind everyone of the episode where Tom and Jerry both try and kill themselves.
So funny you say that. We didn't watch that one, but
funny.
Me and my friend in the chat were watching a bunch of Tom and Jerry shorts last night together because I have the Golden Era collection. We didn't watch that one. That wasn't one of the ones we watched. We did watch Zoot Suit Cat, though. And Pecco's Pest.
Here's the real question.
Yeah?
Who stole from who? The Cat Concerto or the Rapid Rhapsody?
Question mark. No idea. There was a lot of, when we were watching it, we realized there was a lot of, like, shorts, like, that Tom and Jerry had, and then also a Looney Tunes short had that same fucking plot.
I mean, there was, like, a lot of overlap for people who would work on each show, so...
Yeah.
Also, I guess Suicide was just funny back then.
Also, there was actual just, like espionage going on.
Was it also
like
Spike's voice actor in like the early shorts was literally just Pete? Like
yeah, but Disney made like funny cartoons ages ago, so nobody cares.
Yeah.
Then he made serious stuff.
Look at the map. Okay, that's the one I'm missing. Okay, I can't just travel to it. Yeah, you know what? This is probably a good place to stop because there's like one more level left. There'll be a boss fight, and then probably just do like the gauntlet next time, and that'll be a good place to end. The race didn't beat me. I won.
So disappointing.
I say first try, but it did take 2 because I did like drive around a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm not feeling this, so I restarted.
Oh, so you are just Lego Batman and lying to us?
Yes, exactly. Maybe you should have been paying attention to the stream!
I was expecting you to fail like 50 times in a row, so I thought, I'll just watch the highlights.
Yeah, I failed, like, so, like, I was starting to drive, and I was like, okay, I'm not feeling this run, and then immediately restarted, and then on the second one, I just went, like, I didn't even get past the first lap, like, I got, like, to the first, like, nitro, and was like, no, I don't remember the buttons, let me get this nitro, hit the button, okay, that's the buttons, and then I restarted it.
Well, on that massive disappointment, it's time to leave.
I'm very not disappointed, I'm very happy.
Dan's happy, I'm not happy.